What is up, YouTube? It is Psychedelic Scizor, and I am here with my Week 3 battle of the CPC D-League, Season 3, Week 3, versus Troy and the Orlando Meowstic. And premise before we start this, I am absolutely high as fuck at the time of recording this. But goddammit, I need to catch up on my uploads, so you're here, you're gonna deal with it, I'm gonna repeat myself. And you know how it's going to go now. So, if you did not check out my team builder, please do that. But if you didn't check it out before, you're probably not going to check it out now, so who the fuck am I even talking to? Anyway, my team consists of the Max HP, Max Attack, Belly Drum Azumarill, Mixed Offensive Shuka Jirachi, Spadef Pivot Umbreon, a Specs Gengar, a Special Fizdef Lando, and a Choice Banded Terrakion. And as we see what my opponent brought, a couple of initial thoughts. Manaphy is starting to freak me out a little more because I realized I didn't really prep for it that hard. I can't straight up OHKO it with anything without prior chips, so that's very scary. Scizor is a threat, Lando's a threat, expected that. Entei came, so I'm glad that I went with Special Lando. Cress, of course, came, and Garbodor with the spikes is pretty annoying for this team. Luckily, I have Defog Lando, which is extremely good at defogging on Garbodor, but still, it does provide that pressure then for Lando to not only switch in to Entei and possibly Scizor, but now it also has to deal with defogging for Garbodor. So that's kind of an issue, but let's get into this and see what happens. He's going to lead off with the Manaphy as I lead off with Terrakion, and I very likely cannot OHKO him, so I switch out. And wow, this is going way too fucking fast. We are going to go back. Okay, so he's going to lead off with the Manaphy, I lead off with the Terrakion. We're both going to switch because we both fear the potential of each other OHKOing. So I go into Umbreon as he goes into Cress. That's about what I predicted, and so he's going to switch into Garbodor, as I'm going to Baton Pass out into my Jirachi to put in some immediate pressure. I believe I just get my rocks up here, which is, yes, what I do as he goes into the Entei. But I am going to go hard Lando here, don't have a reason not to, as he does in fact click Sacred Fire, and at this point I'm still trying to figure out what this Entei is. That damage, I forget what I even talked to him about it afterward, what it was. He said it was adamant, but that damage didn't look adamant, unless he like mis-EV'd it or something, but I am not taking very much damage at all from that Sacred Fire is what my point was, so that's really nice. Lando's going to get some health back with leftovers, going to force him out into Manaphy as I believe I Earth Power here. Yes, I do, and I do not do much to this Manaphy, revealing it is very bulky. Very bulky with leftovers, and that's like the scariest set for me. I do pivot into Umbreon, hoping he would just attack, as he does. And I believe I am going to Baton Pass again. I may foul play, but I think I Baton Pass. He switches into Garbodor as I foul play, and that does not do very much, so good prediction on him. I should have Baton Passed again, but, you know, that's just hindsight is 2020. He's going to get up with 3-layer spikes, as now I Baton Pass out, and I go back into Lando, because I don't have a reason not to. He does not threaten me. I pressure with the Earth Power, and what do I go for here? I do go for Defog, as he maybe predicts that, or was just willing to sack it, as he goes for the Toxic on me. That is kind of annoying, but not the biggest deal in the world. I'm not staying for long anyway. And as he goes into Cress, I U-turn here, get some okay chip on the Cress, and I'm going to be able to go right into my Gengar here. But he has something up his sleeve for this. He has Kasib Berry into Thunder Wave, and I thought that was a really, really cool tech for basically neutering my Gengar, which is so good against him. But I still stay in Shadow Ball because I basically claim a kill here. He cannot OHKO me with Sacred Fire from this range, so I'm actually going to stay in, take the hit, and then Shadow Ball knock this out, taking some pressure off of Lando now that it is Toxic and it cannot switch in as much to things. But of course, he goes back into Manaphy. I still stay in and sack this. I do not want to give this thing an opportunity to set up on me. That is my biggest fear. He is at 80%. He is not within range of Terrakion. And so I'm just going to go into Umbreon, as I am going to Wish, and I believe I am going to Hard Switch out here. Yes, I do Hard Switch into Jirachi. And Jirachi, I'm going to go for the flinch here because I do not want to let this thing recover. So that was my play there, and I just had to get basically 2 flinches, which actually is not that hard. There's pretty much like a almost 40% chance of me doing that, but he is Calm Mind, and that is so scary for me because my Gengar would not have been able to revenge kill that very easily. But he gets a Calm Mind on me. That's scary as hell. I'm going to Hard Switch into Azu. It's the only thing that in one turn I can immediately pressure it with and force it to not set up on me anymore. He goes for HP Electric here, so let me explain this. I'm going to click Belly Drum here, and the reason that I did click Belly Drum was that the only way that he is able to 2-hit KO me after the Belly Drum is if he has Energy Ball, which I think is extremely unlikely versus me. The only thing besides Azu, I suppose, that would hit would be Terrakion. And so if he was, I still think at this point he was Calm Mind, Rest, Rain Dance, and Surf, because all I have seen at this point is Calm Mind, Leftovers, and Surf. So that's the set that I think this is. And if that was his set, I would be able to set up a Belly Drum and then still be able to live the second one and knock him out with a +6 Play Rough. But he does really HP Electric here, which means as I Belly Drum, I'm not going to be able to stay in and use the Play Rough. I'm going to just be forced to Aqua Jet it, which will put it into range of Terrakion, which is not amazing, but it is certainly better than where I was before. Basically, I can revenge kill this thing now, as long as I don't give it a chance to rest up, which I still don't know if it has rest at this point or not. So I'm going to go into Terrakion. He is in range of Terrakion's Stone Edge. This was another interesting play here. I had a 50-50 chance here, where both Stone Edge and Close Combat both knocked it out, but of course Close Combat was safer because of the accuracy, but I actually end up clicking Stone Edge here because I felt like in this moment I was very much on the back foot. I had a lot of pressure being put on me with the Manaphy. That Manaphy is still around, and it still beats pretty much my entire team. And basically, I feel like if I played really, really safe there, that I would just be on the back foot the rest of the game, and I'd be able to prolong the game, but I wouldn't really be able to win it. And so here is where I kind of make the big boy play, grow a pair, and I do click Stone Edge here, and it is going to be able to 2-hit KO this Garbodor, which Close Combat would not have. He would have been able to put up spikes, put more pressure on my defensive Mons, and that would have been no good. So Lando comes out here. I'm going to switch into my Umbreon, and as he Calm Minds, which that is also scary. And another scary thing comes into play here. I click Foul Play versus him and realize that's not doing jack shit to him. And I realized when I was doing my calcs, I never took the attack IVs away from Lando when I was running the calcs, so I expected that to do a lot more than it did. So I just take the hit here, Baton Pass out into Terrakion, and it is now in range of Stone Edge. So right now we are 3 for 3 on Stone Edge, which is amazing. So Terrakion's got 2 more kills, both with Stone Edge. And here comes Mega Scizor. I still want to keep this thing healthy, so I switch out into Lando. He is just going to SD here on the switch, which puts a ton of pressure on me. He's going to force me to click HP Fire here, but he reveals that he's not going to be 2-hit KO'd by that, as he does scout for the HP Fire and roosts, and that really scares me. I realize that I am free setup bait for this thing. So I am actually going to U-turn out here, expecting either a Bullet Punch or an SD, probably an SD. I'm going to switch into Umbreon, which is my most expendable member, and he knows because of his Swords Dance boosts, he has to kill me and not set up anymore. So he does that, and by sacking Umbreon, it does allow me to get Jirachi in order to 2-hit KO the thing with HP Fire, and while I'm not able to kill it with Jirachi has done enough damage to put it into range of Landorus's HP Fire, which he's going to switch into Crest, but it's still going to get knocked out here. Well, not by this one, but my next attack is going to do that. And yeah, I'm going to U-turn out here into the Terrakion. Long story short, I'm basically in a spot where I just have to connect to stone edges, but there's a ton of 50-50s here, and it's not easy to do. Oh wait, I just have to click 2 close combats. That's what I have to do. Missing the stone edge would have lost me the game, but this way is safer because I guarantee knock out the Manaphy, and he can't set up on me or recover on me. He has to knock me out with Bullet Punch, and my Landorus can now come in, get an Intimidate off, survive any hit he goes for, and knock it out with HP Fire, or just knock it out first, which is what I do here. So that is the game. Great game to Troy. That was a super close, super fun game. I loved that game. It was right down to the very last turn, and GG, man. And we're going to end the video there. If you guys like what the Oakland Azelfs are doing, make sure you like, subscribe, share. Do what you do with the YouTube videos. I'm going to get on out of here and see you guys later.